Please give it up for Hollywood.
Hi everybody. This is a song called Miracle. I'd really like to see this go to #1 and like sell like, or like get like 1 million views, like save the world. This life is a miracle. This life is a miracle. I said this life is a miracle. Every day is a miracle. You're a miracle. You're a miracle. Every day is a miracle. You're a miracle. Puppy dogs are birth in your bare feet on the earth. Puppy dogs are birth in your bare feet on the earth. This life is a miracle. 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 Now is the time to think about everything that you're grateful for. Glad to be inside. Nice warm apartment. Have a bed. Be able to shower anytime I want. Be able to cook anytime I want. Have a job for the last 9 months. Not have my dick thrown out of a moving vehicle. Miranda Baba. There's always that, right? This life is a miracle. This life is a miracle. Every day is a miracle. This life is a miracle. Puppy dogs are birth in your bare feet on the earth. And you just kissed a smurf and you're on mushrooms, man. Sing it with me. This life is a miracle. 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 Yeah. Okay, thank you. You can find that song on YouTube underneath the name. If I was going to play a live show, which I plan on doing sometime, once I, maybe do another 500 open mics and get to that point. No, I'm ready now if you guys ever want to, have me play somewhere, at your house party or something. But yeah, my stage name and what you can find me underneath on YouTube is Indie Schmucker. Schmucker is my last name, SCHMUCKER. Yeah, look me up. This is a song called Nothing Better. I wrote this when I was living in a yurt in Northern California. Yeah. Yep. Nothing better than a fire in your stove. Nothing better than a fire in your stove. In a yurt, in the mountains, I know that's where I live. Nothing better than the fire in your eyes. Nothing better than the fire in your eyes. I know that's where I live. Oh, it burns. Nothing better than sound of raindrops on your tin. Nothing better than sound of raindrops on your tin. And you inside, staying dry. Nothing better. Can I pull your sweater? Nothing better. Birds of a feather. Nothing better. When we stick together. Nothing better. 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 One more. All right. Alright, this is kind of an unfinished song. This one is called Stars. It was also wrote while living in a yurt in Northern California. And I actually meant to bring up a notebook with me that had a poem that I was going to open this up with, but more or less it kind of just says, there's a world out there with like the smells of trees and flowers everywhere you go. And there's like creeks that are so clear that you can just see the rocks on the bottom below, every color of the rainbow. And yeah, that's like Northern California for you. Just beautiful. I highly recommend getting out there. And then the poem goes on and it says that, there's like stars that fill the entire sky in like every direction you could look. And that, I think it's kind of a nice idea that, it's like, even though we can't see them because of light pollution, that there's just stars out there. Like there's stars like above us, Greek, for being a Greek. And thank you, water, for being water. And thank you, rock, for being rock. And thank you, God, for being God. There are stars in the sky. There are stars in the sky. There are stars in the sky. Thank you, babe, for the tears rolling down my face. And thank you, God, for making me a disgrace. And thank you, babe, for the next verse to this song. And thank you, babe, for keeping me searching. There are stars in the sky. There are stars in the sky. There are stars in the sky. Thanks, everybody.
Hollywood, everybody.